Yo, what is up, you guys? It's your boy Daddy Goose from Crimson Black Game. If you guys are from Crimson Black Game, you decided to come on over and check out my solo music reaction channel. Thank you guys so much for checking the channel today. Or, guys, for the web, decided to click on this kick-ass thumbnail. Thank you guys so much for joining as well. Or if you guys are a subscriber, you're part of the 2.34 thousand subscribers. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's episode. Today, we are on a band that I have been really excited to check out for a long time, but I never did. You want to know why? It was never suggested, but I always saw them on a thumbnail. I was like, oh, female lead band. You guys know how I love female lead bands. And it kept teasing me because for some reason, it would always pop up. Listen to this band, listen to this band. Never did. But finally, on one of my community tab posts, I said, what band should I do next? And this band finally came up. And the suggestion was, just listen to the band. I don't even care what song it is. They're all bangers. So I decided to do their newest one. Well, I don't know if it's their newest one, but it came out 4 weeks ago. I figured I'd do this one and then just maybe their most listened song from who knows how old it is. But I'm really excited. So hopefully we get some like older sound and some newer sound from them. See how they changed. See how they evolved. Other than that, though, I've heard the band just because of the thumbnail, but if that thumbnail wasn't there, I would have never heard of these guys. So I'm really excited to see what they have to offer. With that being said, let's get on into it. A band I've been so excited to hear. Eleine? I don't know. But never forget, let's go. Okay, I see. Background too. Okay, so looks like we have ourselves a power metal band. I would assume that's the genre. I say this, I don't say this every time, but I do say this a lot. There's a gazillion fucking genres. I'm sorry if I get the wrong one. They have fucking yeehaw core now. Shout out to Falling in Reverse. So I don't know all the genres, okay? I'm assuming this is power metal. Not necessarily my favorite genre. I've always described this as, it's almost too epic sounding for me. Like, I know you guys hate when I say this, but it sounds like they're trying too hard to be a certain amount of epicness, which I know that's literally what this whole genre is for. It's like fucking going into war. It's epic. It's hype. But it's like, there's just something about this genre it's trying too hard to be the genre, if that makes sense. Like a lot of other genres, they're just that. They're just the genre and it sounds good. But for some reason, yeah, this genre, it's like they have to try extra to be this, if that makes sense. And for some reason, my brain doesn't allow me to fall into that, if that makes sense. However, for a power metal band, I like the take this is going. It's not your typical power metal band, in my opinion. The sound is a little different. I don't know if it's the singer. She's just doing a really good job, and it's not quite as over the top as this genre usually is, if that makes sense. So it's not actually that bad, which is pretty cool. Very talented, and let's keep going. Love the riff as well. Just a little heavier than power metal almost. I don't know. No, okay. Hello. Okay. Pause. This just added a whole nother layer to this. Holy shit. Okay, so I don't know what genre this is at this point. I mean, it still is power metal, but I was not expecting the guy to start singing, let alone throwing some screams in there. Of course, typical me paused it right before that happened. Of course, timing is everything. But that was not what I was expecting. Let's keep going. Okay, this is cool now. I mean, it's cool before, but... Guy's got some fucking biceps on him. Okay. I'm gonna butcher the name again, but Eleine, wow. That's the video. That's the video right there. We Shall Remain. I should almost do that one. That is the thumbnail I always see. I don't know how popular that song is, but that is the exact thumbnail that always pops up saying I should listen to it. So maybe I should do that one. Anyways, Eleine, never forget. This is, to me, the best power metal band we have heard on the channel yet. Like I said, it's not typically my style of genre, but this would be the gateway into it. And the reasoning is, I said it earlier, but now I'm going to make it a good thing. Usually power metal bands are like trying too hard to be that genre. That's just how I feel. I know they're not actually trying hard to be that genre. That just is the genre. But that's how I feel. But this one wasn't. It's like they nailed it. It's like they were just power metal enough, but also metalcore enough to make this sound that didn't come off like that, and it was a really, really good mixture. They also had that guy, they just sprinkled that in, a little bit of deathcore or metal scream notes, and it was perfect. The riffs went from power metal to a little bit of a chonky riff even at some points. Really, really cool riff. The thing about it, though, this genre as a whole, and I think this song made me realize it, I don't even know if it's the musical part about power metal that I don't like. Now, I'm not saying she's not talented. She's very talented. But I think with this genre, I can't get past that vocal tone. It's something about my brain, after all those riffs, there was that one part where it had a really long riff there with no vocals. And then she starts singing again. There's something about my brain that never expects those types of vocals to kick in. And it almost resets my brain as, oh, fuck. I was expecting something a little raspier, a little heavier. I don't know what my brain's expecting, but it's not the vocals she's giving, if that makes sense. And I think I've said this before in a power metal band. I know the vocal changes. Okay, I get that. So don't be like in the comments, what do you mean they change all the time? The vocals are changing. Yeah, I know they're changing. But this tone sounds all the same to me. And I know it's not the same, but it's all the same high note power vocal. And that's the problem behind this genre. One, my brain doesn't expect that vocal. And then it's also that sound the whole time. That's why it was also really cool that the guy was in there and changed it up completely. Really, really cool. But for a power metal band, this was actually pretty decent. This is one of those bands where I don't know if I would listen to it on my own time, in the sense of I don't think I'd put it on a playlist. But if I was in a car and my friend turned this on, I'd be like, oh shit, I like this song. It's quite good. And it'd be a really nice change in music for me. Really hard to rank this one. I'm excited to check out the next song. Let's put it that way. Like a 72 maybe, which I think is quite high for this genre. So I'm quite excited to listen to the next one. So don't take my negativity as a bad thing. I think this band actually has something I quite like. It's just the genre, and sometimes you can't change genre. It's like if I showed you country, you'd be like, fuck country. Or not, I don't know. But that's kind of where I'm at with power metal, almost, just not quite the extreme as fuck this genre. I'm quite open to it, and I think this band might just be a gateway into that genre. So with that being said, let's move on to the next one. I think we're probably just going to click We Shall Remain. I was going to go with a different one. I forget what it was. It had a lot of views, but we're going to go with this one because it always tempts me. So let's move on to that. Okay, up next. Obviously, you guys knew my title, and from what I just said 2 seconds ago, We Shall Remain. I just clicked the thumbnail right then and there. It was very easy to get to. So with that being said, I got really nothing else to say other than let's get right onto it. I'm really glad I can get this song past my temptations, and I never have to be tempted to listen to it for the first time ever again. So let's get it. Eleine, We Shall Remain. Power metal isn't this dark. That's why it's so intriguing. Background again. This is what I mean. I want to say this again, because I know it's going to probably kick in here soon. It's like power metal style with that quickness, but the tone of heavier metal. It's such a cool sound. They do it so well. But the point I want to part out is she's going to start singing, and it's going to be the exact same vocals as the last one. Almost guaranteed. Now, obviously, I could be wrong, and I hope I am wrong. But when it happens, because it's probably going to happen, I'm going to just prove my point, I hope. Or else I'm going to look like an idiot for saying all this. But when those vocals kick in, you're like, I guess it is the same, but different, kind of. But we're going to find out. I don't know. And once again, I don't think the vocals are going to match this really cool, dark power metal tone. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's keep going. I like the riff so far. I just wanted to point that out. Oh, or they're going to slow it down completely, and I'll just go fuck myself.
All I make will fall apart. I will have to rebuild from the start. Blood is running through my veins as long as I stand my claim.
I retract my statement. Of course, it was completely fucking different than the last song. Let's keep going. fucking way different. I'm an idiot. I'm a moron. I hope she has some growls in her. It'd be really cool.
Bodies will fall apart. What we built is no end on start. Beaten and drained, held with a blade against the throat again. Still darkness fades. We shall remain from the rush. We rise again. We shall remain until it's our race. We shall remain.
I wonder if Homeboy's gonna have a section here.
We shall remain from the rush. We rise again. We shall remain until it floats our race. We shall remain.
Okay, Eleine or Eli. I know I'm probably saying that wrong. Let me leave a comment down below in like Google terms where it's like Eli or really really baby it to me on how to say that name. And you know what? I'm gonna man up. I'm gonna say when I'm wrong. I was wrong. That was actually pleasantly and surprisingly different. I'm impressed. Genuinely impressed. It was not the same vocal tone. The only thing that really missed out, we didn't get I wish the guy had one part in there. Now that I know he has parts in songs, when you have that extra spice you can do in your song, I think just throw it in there. It adds to the song. It's not going to take away. It just adds. And when you have that tool, you might as well use it. That, and I heard the lyrics "We Shall Remain" about 40 times in 4 minutes. That part also was kind of bland, but other than that, it was really really cool. The riff was good. Her talking tone and the singing parts were really really cool, and I enjoyed it. It was quite different. It was very surprised, very impressed. The only part I started laughing at, they did it in the last one too. It's like the director of the music video was like, "We need a synchronized headbanging part." It just looked really ridiculous. I don't know why. It looks, especially 2 videos back to back, the exact same clip. Kind of hilarious. But yeah, wow. I'm really glad we clicked this song, and that song alone made me want to react to more of this band just to see what else they have to offer now that I know it's not the same. Because I feel like every other power metal band we've done, it is the exact same, and that's why I can't get into that genre. But we heard 2 songs, and they were different, and it was really refreshing, and they just have a completely different style. I'm really impressed here. With that being said, 0 to 100. Now, it's not going to the 80s because it still isn't quite my genre, but I think we're going to bump that up to like a 75. Genuinely, that's the highest power metal band we have ever ranked on the channel ever. And to the 270s back to back, really, really good. I'm excited to see if any of my friends have heard this band before, if they've listened to them. I want to see what their take is on this. But yeah, with that being said, let's move on to today's outro and recap. Wow, that was... I'm really glad we did that, because doing this channel, I want to expand my horizons. I want to find new music. Obviously, that's why I started the channel and the journey with you guys. And I'm really glad we had, like, what really felt like a breakthrough moment where we're really, getting through those barriers, And I felt like that was an episode today, which I haven't felt that in a long time, where, this genre opened up a whole new level. That was just really, really cool. I'm really glad that happened. Thank you guys for the suggestions. Thank you guys for commenting a bunch of new bands in the post I had in the community tab. Thank you for all the interactions. Once again, speaking of interactions, I said this last episode, but my new Discord channel will be up and running soon. I'm really excited to share that with you guys and just continue this community we have. We have a bunch of stuff lined up for that, which I'm really, really excited for. But hopefully you guys liked today's episode as much as I did. Let me know some new songs by those guys, that band. Where am I going with that? Just comment new songs for them so we can do them again on the channel. It's really what I'm trying to say. But if you guys have made it this far into the outro, you know what time this is. Secret outro word of the day, which means when I say this word, you comment it down below, and it just goes show me you guys are watching all the way to the end, which I really do appreciate it. Secret outro word of the day is going to be plexiglass. You come with the word plexiglass, and I'll know you're a real one for watching all the way to the end. But have a good night, everybody. Daddy Goose out.